Hi, and thank you for joining the first ever Soul Tribe Yoga YouTube video. This one is a somatic practice, so an invitation to tune deeply into what your body needs, allowing the practice to serve you rather than trying to fit your body into an idea of a shape, which in my opinion is how yoga should be. And specifically we are looking at releasing tension through the neck, shoulders and back, areas we all hold a lot of tension, whether that is due to physical trauma reasons or emotional reasons. It all gets stored in the body. So let's spend just a short practice releasing some of this. Begin by finding your way to a comfortable seat. You can be sitting back on the heels like me, or feel free to bring your sitting bones right down to the mat, the floor, or to prop up on a cushion or a blanket. And you might like to soften or close the eyes. Just take a few breaths to tune in, allowing your hands to rest lightly on the knees or the thighs. And maybe it serves you to let the exhale out through your mouth. Somatic yoga is all about noticing what feels good to you. So maybe you let that exhale out as a sound. And when you feel good and ready, begin to turn your head with the breath. So as you inhale, turning your head to the left, and as you exhale, turning it to the right. And maybe just beginning to notice whether one side feels a little tighter or a little more spacious than the other. All about noticing and gaining a deeper awareness of the body. And from these movements, you might like to begin to explore some half or some full neck rolls. Listen to the feedback of your body. If you are rolling your head right back, remember to open your mouth slightly to protect your neck as it tilts back. And then taking them around in the other direction. Okay, from the neck, we're going to drop our awareness down into the shoulders. So chin to chest. And as you lift the head, just tuck the chin in and back slightly. And then beginning with the left shoulder, just rolling it round. See how that feels. You can make those circles as small or as big as you like. And within, my suggestion to roll the shoulder, you might like to go a little freer and get the arm, the elbow involved, the torso. Then take them round in the other direction. When you feel ready, let's switch shoulders. Take it across to the other side. And again, the invitation is to allow that to evolve into a movement that serves you, using as much of that arm as you like. And then bringing both shoulders, both arms, if you like, together. Nice deep cleansing breaths as you go. Take 2 or 3 more. Maybe find a little smile, a little joy in the movement. Why not? Your healing journey can be joyful. And when you're ready to release, check that you're comfortable with how you're sitting. I'm going to shift to my sitting bones now. And let's sweep the arms up overhead. Bring the palms to meet. Feel into that connection. And then exhale, hands down to your heart, Anjali Mudra. Take a breath here. And then allow the hands to come back down to the knees. Now on your next inhale, we're going to press the heart space forwards, tilt the head back and hug the elbows into the waistline. And then as we exhale, bring the elbows wide round the spine, chin to chest. So as you inhale, you're opening up lots of space in the front of your body. And as you exhale, you're finding that space in the back body. And these seated cat-cows are really nice to just welcome some fluidity to the spine. Generally, it's better to keep your back moving in order to decrease tightness and back pain. But obviously, tune into your body, never push into a place of pain, and you can make these movements as subtle or as obvious as you like. Now from here, coming back to a long spine, we're going to sweep the arms up overhead again, and this time interlace the fingers and make a little cradle at the back of your head. Feel into that support. Let yourself enjoy it. Elbows are wide, and a similar movement. So as you inhale, open the front of the body, and as you exhale, bring the elbows closer towards each other, chin to chest. Inhale, opening up, and exhale, just rounding forwards, listening to the spine. Let's take 2 or 3 more. And then come back to that long spine. Sit up nice and tall and send the arms wide. So we're going to take this movement up into the upper back and the cervical spine now. So I just shuffle back a little bit so you can see. As I inhale, I'm going to turn the palms up to the sky. And as I exhale, I'm going to turn them down, chin to chest. Inhale to open and exhale to round. And just notice where you're feeling that in your spine. And this is such a simple set of exercises you can do any time of day to release tension in these areas, release stress, anything you're holding on to. One more. And then bring the hands back to the knees. Begin to spiral the spine around now in some nice juicy Sufi rolls. So inhaling as you draw yourself forwards and exhaling back. And again, I invite you to let the movement suit you. As big or as small as you like. Maybe if a certain area feels a little tighter, you want to send the breath there, find a little rocking movement there. Feel absolutely free to do so. And then in your own time, spiral around in the other direction. Hopefully everything is feeling a little softer, a little more easeful. We're going to do a couple more seated movements. So start to make those spirals a little smaller. And check in with how you're feeling right now. Allow your hands to come to connect intuitively with any part of the body you're drawn to. And take 3 deep breaths in through the nose. And out through the nose or mouth as you prefer. Imagine you're drawing up energy through the spine on the inhale, connecting with a grounding downward energy on the exhale. I invite you to find cactus arms now, shining the palms out and softening the elbows. Draw the elbows as far back as you can so you feel the shoulder blades come together. And as you inhale here, we're going to exhale to bow. And don't worry if you don't find it comfortable to come all the way down to the floor. You can always just bring the hands back to the knees. But come as low as you feel you can go. Meet your comfortable edge. And then enjoy those wave-like movements and breaths. The next time you rise up, let's bring the left fingertips to the mat and stretch the left arm all the way up. Feel the space opening all the way from your right hip, and then carry that lovely long stretch over. And feel free to slide your left hand or the hand that's on the mat a little further away from you and allow that elbow to soften. Now, this is the beauty of a somatic practice. I'll suggest the shape, and then within that, you are absolutely free to find the movement that serves you. So you might enjoy an opening up to the sky and then a rounding forwards, or maybe you want to rock forwards and backwards, or maybe side to side. Perhaps find a little combination of those things. Notice the feedback that your body's giving you, what it needs, what feels good. And then sweep both arms up through center, and let's take that over to the other side. Oh, and it's very rare that one side will feel exactly the same as the other. So let's attune to that and just allow the movement on this side to be what it needs to be. Notice where the space is. Notice where you want to send the breath. This time, as you come up through center, we're going to travel onto our hands and knees. Ready for some cat-cows. So traditional yoga suggests that you bring your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips, but this is somatic yoga, so make the shape your own. You might want to take your hands wider, your knees wider, bring the toes together. Just notice that moment that feels right in your body, that shape. And then as you inhale, allow your belly to drop down, your heart to open and your head to lift. And exhale, round the spine up to the sky. Inhale, again, we're finding all the space we can through the front body. As we exhale, all the space through the back body. And if this is feeling good through your spine, then feel free to take a few more. But also, if it serves you, to get a little free. So that might mean, and these are just suggestions, you might begin to sway. You might begin to explore the head, the neck. Circling it round. It might feel good to draw your awareness to the hips. Draw big circles or rock forwards and backwards. Your practice needn't ever be the same as anybody else's. So find what serves you in these moments. And when you feel you have come to the end of that exploration, take your knees wider if you haven't already, and let your hips drop all the way back towards your heels. Now here you might like to keep the elbows soft and rest on the forearms, or you might like to stretch the arms all the way down the mat and bring the head as low as you can to rest on your mat or on a blanket. Or alternatively, you can make your own little support and stack your fists one on top of the other. Bring your forehead to rest there. And breathe. Just releasing back up to a comfortable seat in your own good time. Before you move on with your day, let's take 3 breaths together, and as we inhale, lift the shoulders as high as you can, and exhale, let them drop down. Inhale, what energy are you welcoming for the rest of your day? And what are you releasing? I think that's a few more than 3, but it feels good. Thank you so much for joining me. And remember, if you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. I'll be putting a new video up here most days. So a nice practice for you to do at the time that suits you. The light in me bows to and honours the light in you. Namaste.